So in this video, we're going to cover how Instantly.ai grew to over 9-figure valuation in less than 18 months, completely bootstrapped, and how you can too as well just by copying their funnel. In the end of this video, I'm going to give you a free gift on how to grow your SaaS, and stay tuned for that. So how Niels grew instantly to over $20 million ARR in 2 years. Right? So what really is Instantly? If you haven't heard of Instantly, Instantly started off as a cold email software that warms up your emails and protects your cold emails from getting marked as spam. Right? This helped automate email campaigns at scale and helps book meetings for your service-based business or your SaaS business. So what acquisition methods do they utilize? Number one, they first focus on launching on AppSumo. So this allows them to collect a lot of cash upfront without raising any money or giving up equity for funding. So most SaaS owners will raise funding because they don't have cash on hand. And funding allows them to hire talent, to put money into marketing, to hire sales teams. But by doing a launch on AppSumo, this allows them to compete with VC-backed companies in their space and essentially take their lunch money. Because now they have funding and they could dip it into paid ads, they could dip it into operations, systems, the whole 9 yards. And number two is really focus on Twitter and X organic growth. So X has a sub niche back in the day, it still exists now, called Money Twitter back in 2022. And there's a huge community of entrepreneurs that focus on agency services or make money online, and that was Instantly.ai's target audience. So, but what exactly did they post on X? So, right now they were posting from February 2nd. They were posting these case studies or success stories directly on X, and as you can see here, 293 contacts to 18K sale in 3 weeks. Here as well. And then more case studies, right? But the main thing that was driving all the traffic is the lead magnets. And what they did is they gave as much value as possible to their audience that even if they didn't buy, their life becomes easier. So they gave up so much value that they would follow Niels on X, and sometimes he would do a lead magnet where you can only get it if you DM and follow. So after they follow, they'll get nurtured with all of these case studies that they provided. So for example, one of the biggest ones is how to send 200 or 300 cold emails a day without burning your sending account. This one went pretty well as well, giving a 44-page step-by-step guide on how to do cold emails. The biggest lead magnet that I've seen from them, it's not available anymore, actually got me to sign up as well, is how to send 1,000 cold emails a day with 50% open rates. And it was basically a 10 to 20 page doc on how a beginner could start sending cold emails and start generating revenue for their online business. And it covered all the steps from scratch with a small call to action to use their SaaS instantly to make things easier. And number three, Instantly is known for growing instantly with Instantly. So they send out 10,000 plus emails per day, signing on clients of all different verticals. So the output that they put in terms of revenue and sales is all dependent on the inputs they put in. So if you're sending 100 emails per day, you might only get 1 to 2 meetings max. And that's a very good conversion rate, right? 1% meeting book rate from cold emails. So if you send 10,000 per day, you'll get 100 to 200. So input trumps all. And this is a lesson for most people, even myself. The more inputs that you have into your business, whether it's making content, whether it's putting more money into ad spend, whether it's sending out more outbound DMs or outbound emails, the more output you're going to get. So you should always tie yourself to the input that you put into the system, and the output will become automatic. So number 4 is paid ads. One negative feedback I have, even though diving into their paid ad strategy, is they always redirect to their original URL. So I'm going to go over ads library and we could see the type of ads they're running in live action. So now we're in the ads library and we could see the type of ads they're currently running, right? So some very simple copy, and then a photo. And if we scroll down, it's just simple copy, photo, simple copy, photo. And if we go over to their link, it's going to take us directly to Instantly.ai. And for me, whenever you run paid ads, we need to take them through a funnel because they're essentially cold. So right now it just tells them more about themselves. But how I would structure this is basically result, get blank in blank time, a VSL video describing what they do, a call to action to book a meeting or to sign up, and it redirects them to the login page here, right? And testimonials galore. So coming from a cold audience, what's going to be the differentiator is having so many testimonials. So what it should be is it should be 3 testimonials, especially on a web page. If it's on mobile, I'll go up and down. And then every 3rd testimonial, we need a call to action to sign up with Instantly or book a call or join our free school community, whatever the call to action is. And then we'll just have that completely running down. And then afterwards, we can have an FAQ, just dictating the most frequently asked questions from users or people that are about to sign on. So, and a good example of this, so for example, I attached a bunch of screenshots of the ads. A good example of this is how Hyros runs it. And Hyros, I'll cover in another video, but they grew to $110 million exit in probably 3 years. So let's go over to Ads Library and see how Hyros does it. So now we're in the Ads Library and we can look at what Hyros did. So a little bit more context about Hyros. They come from an internet marketing background, right? The founder used to do SEO, then used to do info products, and then started a SaaS. So he knows a lot about how funnels work and how to convert people from paid traffic. And as you can see here, the ad is a testimonial video. He has some Black Friday sales, but these ads are probably one of the best. So if we take a look at that, right, this one takes them to basically a big landing page of everything. They have the VSLs based on directly on here, and testimonials galore. Get a demo, more testimonials, learn more, call to action. So basing off this is a very good way to structure your landing page, right? And number 5 is the YouTube organic growth, TikTok plus Instagram. So as you can see here, they have 28.4K subscribers, 1.1K videos. And from there, they're getting around, they have 2.5 million views. They joined in 2022. And users are transitioning from cold to warm with content. So content is what separates Instantly from competitors. And even nowadays, with YouTube, it's so underutilized in the SaaS game that if you just rank, if you just have a title, a YouTube video with the title you want to rank for, like how to send cold emails or cold email software, it's so easy to rank nowadays because no SaaS companies are doing this. And it's a big neglected field in the SaaS community, while in the info product community, everybody is transitioning into content. Because if you're ranking for that keyword on YouTube, you're going to get ranking on Google as well. So whenever people search you up, most of the time they don't want to read an article, they want to see the video. Especially like, for example, if you want to fix a roof, you're going to watch a video. You're not going to read a step-by-step guide on Google on how to fix a roof, right? So whenever you rank for those keywords, it's very powerful to drive that organic traffic. So an alternative to the growth Instantly could have taken is to create a free masterclass with the ads redirecting to school. And before we do that, let's take a look at their competitors. So Lemlist was the biggest competitor they had in the space prior to them. And what Instantly did differently from Lemlist is instead of charging per inbox, they charge a flat fee, unlimited inboxes, right? Well, Lemlist, on the other hand, was charging per inbox. If you take a look at Lemlist, they joined 4 years before Instantly. They had 12.9K subs, and then they have around 1/3 the views. right? So there's a reason why Instantly is taken over the cold email space. It's mostly because of the content, and they have 1/4 less videos. So jumping back, one growth strategy they could have used is creating a free masterclass with ads redirecting to school. Right now, all of the masterclass is behind an OAuth wall. So they need to sign in to access this class. But in reality, what we need to do is use this as a lead magnet to get people from cold audience to warm audience. So what they can do is they can drive ads to this masterclass. And then from the masterclass, we'll just have very small call to actions to use our software in order to make things easier, right? We'll show them the manual route of how to do this, but in reality, most people don't want to do that, and they'll rather pay $37.99 a month for software that automates it. So that's one thing I have against the current masterclass thing. But back then when they started, they didn't really have school. They couldn't really build a course community very effectively. But now anybody online in the SaaS game can build a school community, drive traffic to that school community, and then on the back end, it'll convert into paid customers. So how I would restructure Instantly AI's client acquisition today. So we'll have two main pillars, which is the paid ad side and also the content side. Also, you could add the cold email side, but in reality, if you really want to scale up your user base, paid ads is probably the most scalable as long as you can get a good ROI. Same with content. If you think about leverage, paid ads is one too many. You make the ad once, you could display to 1 million, 10 million people. And content as well. You make the video once and you could show it to 1 million, 10 million, 1 billion people like Mr. Beast does. With cold emails, it's going to be more one-to-one. So you really, every single cold email you send, one person will receive it. And you just need a lot of volume. You need a team to scrape the leads. You need a team to warm up the emails. With software, you could automate most of that, but in reality, paid ads and content is probably the most leveraged thing you can do, right? And most of the leads coming from that is going to be inbound instead of outbound and more cold, like cold email leads are. So with paid ads and content, it'll drive to a free cold email masterclass. So this is not the one behind the paywall. It's going to be free and accessible to everybody. And this will also create a viral hook between people sharing it with their friends, it going viral on Twitter like they did with a Google Doc, but in reality now you do a school community. So on top of that, you can have an affiliate network. So right now they're doing 40% lifetime commission on affiliates, but you should also build out an affiliate network. So if I were Instantly, I will partner with all the big info products in the space, especially that are teaching agency services, right? You partner with them, you give their members a discount, and these info products, they probably have 1,000, 10,000 customers, students, and all of them could be using Instantly to get clients for their agency. From there, we'll collect their email and SMS for weekly nurture. So every single time when you post a new video, we're going to try to nurture that client to watch that video and eventually convert into a paid customer, right? Because not everybody's going to sign on to your software because they saw it once. We need to be constantly nurturing them. And with this, there'll be a system, our team has a system that we nurture cold emails and cold SMS with. And if you're our partner, we're going to give you access to that. But there should be two different options right now with how Instantly is priced. So in the beginning, whenever you're scaling with only $39 a month pricing, $99 a month pricing, it's going to scale very slow and you can't use any of that money back into ad spend because you need probably 10 clients to have $1,000, right? So they can have the do-it-yourself version, which is $97 a month, $37 a month to whatever X bucks a month, or they should also have a completely done-for-you version, right? So this is more of a productized SaaS or productized service where they'll take care of the email setup, They'll have an inbox manager. They'll have automated appointment scheduling. And all of this nowadays can be done with Make and AI, right? They can have an AI appointment setter. They install that for their business. The AI knows more about the business that's doing the cold emails. And from there, you could sell a 20 to 30K per year PIF. So most business owners, they don't want to set it up themselves. That's probably one thing that's stopping a lot of people from converting or churning, is because they set up once, they notice how big of a pain it is, and they don't want to do it again. So they just churn, and they'll rather focus on paid ads. But in reality, if you have a completely done for you service, they're going to sign on a 20 to 30K per year PIF, and you're going to take care of everything in terms of like scraping emails, setting up all the DKIM, SPF, DMARC, and then also just automatically booking appointments onto their calendar, right? It's more of an agency size service, but in reality, it's automated with software and maybe one customer success manager on the back end. So with that, you can funnel all of that back into ads, back into content, and it just builds this flywheel that has allowed them to take over the competition like limitless. In another part is also referring the clients that you have in a do-it-yourself with their generous affiliate network. Partner with agencies, refer them over, and take a cut of that commission, right? Take 20% of the deal. And in terms of like an agency, it could be like a 10K PIF, you take 2K of that, right? And then you funnel all of that back into paid ads. So if you like what I had in this video, we can implement all of this for you, right? So if you want me and my team to implement this type of funnel strategy for you, book a call down below and we can chat. So in the call, we're just going to break down how I would and my team would structure out your funnel to have that organic viral growth. On top of integrating paid ads, cold emails, any mechanism that we can find to supercharge that growth. So you can also find free resources in our school community. So not everybody's going to be qualified for our partner program. We only select few SaaS that we know that we could grow. But if you don't qualify, you can find the free resources in our free school community. So we'll be posting videos like this, giving value for free, and hopefully helping you reach a certain level so one day you can partner with us. So I hope this video helped, and let's grow your SaaS. So you can find me at scaledacquisition.com. And this is Norman, and I'll see you in the next video where we cover another funnel breakdown of a nine-figure company. And I'll see you then.